Where is this coming from? Because your son drank and drive? It was a misdemeanor DUI, right? It'd be one thing if he was drinking and driving and he started hitting a whole bunch of people, and then, you know what I'm saying, he was like, hey, listen, it's bad boys for life. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers. Hey, check this out, man. It's your first time on He Rants. I want to let you know I'm just a random guy. Let's talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. That sounds sexy or attractive to you? Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way you always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure in those likes that let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms, because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. But let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into these reactions. I said reactions? I thought it was a reaction video. We're getting right into the news, right? First, we gotta head over to California. You guys know some people call it California, right? Where liberals go there to live and flourish, right? A lot of liberals over there, man. Hollywood, also known as Hollyweird, Los Angeles, San Francisco, a whole bunch of weird, the strange activities happening in California on a daily basis, guys, but everybody acts like everybody else is crazy, right? I just always knew that California was a problem. Just anytime I applied for a job and it said, if you are a California resident, you have to read this long ass essay. I'm like, thank God I don't live in the, what did they call it? The Sunshine State? The Gold Coast? I don't know what they call it. Gold Coast. That's Ghana. I'm tripping. Damn. That was embarrassing. I'm not Ghanaian. I'm Nigerian, but still, I should know that, right? I should know that. Let's continue on. So we're headed over here to California to a school called El Dorado High School, not to be confused with the movie El Dorado. You know, the little village or the city made out of complete and utter gold, which I feel like it has to be impossible, right? A whole area just full of gold. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a cartoon. Some people say that place actually exists. Hey, listen, if you think that place exists, hey, let me know. We can go over there together. You know, maybe, who knows? Maybe be some fat booty hoes over there too, bathing in gold like Scrooge McDuck or something like that. I'm not sure, right? But yeah, El Dorado High School, man. There's a teacher that has recently been put on leave, right? This story came out around June 2nd, actually. And you know, we're into Pride Month, right? You know, Pride Month is the time that the gays come out there, spread joy, right? Spread joy. And when I say spread joy, I mean spread being in love with the same sex and other stuff that I don't really care for. To be honest with you, I really don't care for it. But you know, for some reason, I just feel like it's wild that they even get a whole month, like a whole month, just because you like sleeping with the same sex and other stuff like queer, and like you get a whole month for that. I know some people go, Black History Month, Black History Month. You can make an argument we don't need a Black History Month too, but I feel like there's a stronger case for us having that than a Pride Month, Pride Day. Okay, even though I still think that's too much, maybe give it a Pride Hour. But yeah, the teacher's on leave because trying to have kids learn about anal play, right? Anal butt stuff, prostate play, right? I don't know if she's been listening to a whole bunch of Sukihana with the eating ass thing. You know, he had to switch. Now eating his ass. I don't know. I have no idea, right? But look at the clip right here.
Is where the prostate is. So you don't have to go inside the booty hole. You can actually just push on the seam, and that stimulates the prostate gland as well. And that they apparently really like that. But yeah, so that's why for male and male, anal sex is still very pleasurable because of the fact that it hits the prostate, and there's a lot of nerve endings in your booty as well. So the girls, the G-spot, prostate, they're the equivalent to each other, but apparently that's why if you ever see like, I mean, Target has them now, sex toys. If you go to Target, seriously, if you go to Target and go where the tampons and pads are, they just look like a little box, but if you open up, there's like a Velcro front to the box, you open it up, and then bam, sex toy. And you'll see them. CVS, yes, CVS has them too, a lot of them. And so that's why when you look at the toys, a lot of them look like this. And the reason because is for 5 years.
Yeah, you heard it there. You heard it there, right? I don't know what was going through the teacher's mind when she was going out saying this stuff. The class didn't look like it was that big. It didn't look like there was that many. I know it didn't really show much of the class, man, but I'm just saying it didn't look like there was a lot of people in the class, right? And I just want to know what the hell she was saying before the phone came out, right? Because I'm pretty sure the guy was probably like, oh, damn, she's really going deep in. Let me pull out the handy dandy cell phone so I can snitch. You feel me? I respect it, right? That's one of those teachers I wonder, right? If I was to ask her after class, like, listen, you were saying a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want that anal stuff, but I'm trying to understand myself. I'm trying to find myself a little bit more. Would I be allowed to perhaps practice intercourse with you, maybe? Just to know that I'm doing things correct. We can keep this between me and you. All right. But I'll be honest with you, the teacher on the joint, she doesn't look like somebody I'd want to practice with, but maybe she might have a friend, a colleague, maybe the Spanish teacher. Usually Spanish teachers usually can get the pipe most of the time, right? Yeah, but listen, I'm going to tell you this right now, though. Just off the strength that this was in California, I'm not surprised that they put her on this leave for right now. She didn't get fired, though. I believe she needs to get a good stern firing, right? Good stern firing. And the kid that said CVS also has the butt stuff, that kid deserves I want to say expulsion, but an extended school suspension, right? No, extended like at least a 10-day suspension, and then when he comes back, in school suspension for the rest of the year, right? That kid, I feel like that's the only thing that's fair. We gotta talk about the rapper Unfunk, right? I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a band with y'all. I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I even knew who this guy was, right? I had no idea who the hell Unfunk was, man. Maybe y'all get me hit, man. Maybe I'm just stupid. I just like listening to music that I can vibe with, right? Music that I feel like, man, this is good. You know what I'm saying? That's why I listen to stuff like P.D. Pablo, Freaky Leak, what's that joint? 50 Cent Disco Inferno, Nelly Tip Drill. Classic homegrown music, right? That you can just vibe. Don't have to worry about criminal activities and whatnot, right? So, his name is actually Quantavious Greer, right? And I just got to say this, me being a Nigerian man, black people, we gotta relax. We gotta relax. Names like Quantavious, that sounds like a made up name. Does that not sound like a name that somebody made up to imitate a black person, right? Like, yeah, the dude Quantavious. Like, it sounds like a name that you'd use for a hood skit or something like that. Yeah, me, John Quantavious. Quantavious, a drug dealer, right? Absolutely. Come on now. Like, sometimes you set up names for your child. Like, I've never seen a Sterling, right? I've never seen a hood Sterling. Have you guys ever seen a hood Sterling? A dude named Sterling just slinging dope in the corner of the street. Have you ever seen that? I've never seen that. Have you seen a hood Princeton? I've never seen that. Nah. I've just never. Some names are power names. I've seen certain names, you set them up, right? Names like, I don't know, Jerome. You could still do good things with a name like Jerome. I actually know a Jerome. But at the same time, you should automatically assume a Jerome is a womanizer, doesn't pay his taxes, at least not on time, right? And he's the type of guy, once he doesn't pay his taxes on time, he's like, F it. You're gonna have to get this tax money in blood, right? That's the type of stuff Jerome does, right? Multiple baby mothers, but he only claims like maybe 2 out of the 7 that say that he's the father and stuff. Like, that's the type of stuff, right? When you put the names out there, right? But yeah, the reason why I'm talking about this guy is because he violated his probation, right? Surprise, right? That's what you expect for a Quantavious. Yeah, so he was a part of the RICO case, right? And he took a plea deal. And with that plea deal, he took 12 years, right? That plea deal said that he went against the RICO Act and also illegal receiving a legal item, I guess a weapon or something like that, right? So they gave him 12 years, right? With 2 years served. And they said, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna let you out. 10 years probation. You know what I'm saying? But you're free to go. That's what you get for taking the plea deal, right? Just saying that you were a part of YSL and their drug stuff. You feel me? Pretty much, right? But, Negroes, dudes with the name Quantavious, right? He couldn't help himself. He's like, listen, man, y'all saw my name. Why would you let somebody like me out? Why would you let me free to roam the streets? So less than 6 months after he took the plea deal in December 2022, right? Recently now in late May, he was caught pulling up with his G-Wagon, right? In a BP. Once there at the BP, he was under surveillance by some plainclothes officer, right? So that leads me to believe, like, my goodness, even though he was free, right, you guys were on his wood hard, right? I think, like I said before, I'm going to keep mentioning it. It's the name Quantavious. They're like, listen, Judge, his name is Quantavious. His name is Quantavious. If this was Princeton or something like that, first of all, if his name was Princeton, he wouldn't even been in here. Right, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those situations, right? So they knew he was going to slip up eventually. So once they seen him pull up in the BP, it looked like there was a drug transaction, right? They were assuming there was a drug transaction. So they pulled up on him. Once they pulled up on him, they noticed a very strong marijuana smell. I mean, is anybody surprised about that, right? There was a very strong marijuana smell, right? And they also saw a weapon right there, like close to the passenger area, right? And he said, like, hey, listen, the gun is clean. It's a registered gun and everything, right? Which led police to realize that, hey, okay, this guy definitely knows that gun was there. He can't pull oh, how did that get there, right? You pretty much admitted. You said the gun is clean, so you knew the gun was there. The reason why I'm saying that is because for his release, right, for his time out on probation, he had 4 things that he had to follow, right? First thing, don't talk to Jeffrey, right? Jeffrey, aka Young Thug, or any YSL member. You have to do 750 hours of community service. The devil's a liar. The devil is a liar. I'll be damned. Well, I guess you have to, right? You ain't got no choice. Hey, listen. He avoided community service by getting arrested, though, right? Smart. He's playing 4D chess out here, guys. Come on now. You gotta be smart. Hopefully he did no hours, because I'd be mad as hell if I did some of those hours and then, you know what I'm saying? Also, not allowed to have a gun, right? Also, he has simple, right? And also has to abide by the curfew, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., right? That little time span, you can't go out. So no clubbing, no nothing, right? You got to for a whole 10 years, right? Boy couldn't go 6 months without committing some type of probation violation, right?
And part of the special condition was that you're not supposed to possess a gun. And the state was very clear, and Ms. Pretty testified earlier about the things that you were given in terms of your reporting in states 1 and 2. And then Ms. Goodacre came in and specifically you signed acknowledgement of firearm in states 3 and prohibition of possessing firearms or ammunition in states 4. And then I saw states 6 and 7, which was the Glock 9 that was taken from the vehicle, which you were the driver, shaded 3 to 4 inches from that. So I find that based upon the evidence presented in this case, the state has proven by preponderance of the evidence that you have violated your probation in the 3 means as set forth in paragraph 4 on the petition. Now, in terms of the revocation, your attorney has asked me to consider a revocation of 2 years. And I certainly respect her, and I certainly respect that, you don't know unless you ask. The issue I find aggravating in this particular circumstances are several. You got arrested with a gun within 6 months of you being placed on probation. And I agree with the state that you're not a candidate for probation, because all you had to do is just complete your probation and do what you're supposed to do. Instead, you were riding around the car with a gun in violation of your probation and what this court explicitly had conversations with you about. Explicitly. On the record. And for that reason, sir, I'm going to revoke the balance of 9 years and 6 months. And you will serve that in the Department of Corrections. And that will be the sentence of the court. Anything further? No, no. All right, that'll be the sentence of the court. Okay, we're in recess.
Crazy. Couldn't do it, man. I would just lock him up. So right now he's going to be doing what? 9 years and 6 months in prison. She's 34 years old. The crazy thing is, I feel like once you get to your 30s, right? Like you got to wisen up at that point, right? You're like, okay, I'm 30 years old. Him being 34, I'm 30 years old, right? It's time for me to mature up. I can't be in this lifestyle doing some drug stuff and all that. I'm a rapper, right? This also leads me to believe that a lot of these rappers aren't making a lot of money, right? We already knew that, but this is confirming. right? Because it's like, if I'm making so and so amount of money, I shouldn't have to do all this extra stuff on the side. I shouldn't have to sell narcotics, right? And when they arrested him, they didn't, I guess, based on what I'm seeing, they didn't get any marijuana. Well, they did. They found crumbs of marijuana on the dash. Crazy. No, on the floor, I believe. It was crumbs of marijuana. Yeah, they were looking for anything. They were like, yeah, we got to get this guy regardless. Contave's got to get off the road. Hey, it is what it is, though, man. Hey, you join that lifestyle, it is what it is, right? I'm wishing the best for him and his butthole. And most likely, I'm pretty sure they run into the prisons or something like that. So his butthole is probably safe for now. We got to talk about Justin Combs, man. You guys know Justin Combs, son of P. Diddy, Sean Combs. You guys know the guy with the concubines, the guy that was keeping Young Miami just there as like a open, worldly side chick, right? You know what I'm saying? Just out there, let everybody know, like, this one's a side chick, right? You know what I'm saying? I give her stuff from time to time to let her be happy, but at the end of the day, she's still just one of the concubines, just one of the main concubines out there, and I'm just doing my thug dizzle. That's why I respect P. Diddy when it comes to that type of stuff. Anytime there's any gay allegations that come against P. Diddy, he's always there to let you know, I have multiple concubines, right? If I am gay, I'm trying my darndest to hide it, right? But yeah, the reason why I'm talking about Justin Combs, right, is because he was recently arrested because of a DUI just outside of Beverly Hills, right? I'm assuming he was probably hanging out with some ruffians, right? When I say ruffians, I mean rich people who just believe that their life can just go against the law, right? You know what I'm saying? So he was pulled over by some police officers, right? And they saw him as a driver, and they felt like, okay, this guy might be under the influence. So they cuffed him, sent his ass straight to the slammer, right? You know, he got the pretty curly hair and stuff like that, right? So imagine if he was ever to get arrested and went to prison. Oh man, that booty hole would have been taken, especially right now too. Pride Month, I'm pretty sure prisons are going ballistic, right? But the thing that's interesting about this story, right? Other than the fact that when you have so much money, you would think that you would just get an Uber, right? Get an Uber, get your chauffeur or something like that. I don't know, man. Maybe Diddy don't really give the kids that much money or something like that. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you have that money, son, just get an Uber. It's not like it's not that hard, bro. Unless he felt like, hey, listen, I only had a few beers, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Even that, still, just get an Uber, son. Like, and if you wanna be balling, get an Uber. You know, get the Uber luxury joint, bro. Like, you know, get picked up in a big ass Uber Tahoe or Yukon or something. I don't know, son. Like, just be smart with it, right? But his mother came out to his defense, right? And I know that's so embarrassing, right? I think Justin Combs in his late 20s, maybe is he 30? Is he pushing 30? And she pretty much coming out and blaming P. Diddy, right, for the lifestyle that he's living. I'm over here feeling like 50 Cent when Floyd Mayweather just started throwing jabs. Like,
woke up, I looked at the computer said, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
It's like, it's almost like she waited. She saw the DUI and she just must have assumed like, okay, this guy was with his dad and they were doing some wild and crazy stuff. And the dad allowed him to go driving while also not being smart about the fact that he was just drinking, right? That's why I'm assuming. I'm just picking up the pieces. I'm not sure. She didn't say that, but I'm just assuming, right? She mentioned a few things about like, oh my goodness, you just, everything about you is just bad, right? You're selling alcohol. Now you're suing the alcohol company that you're selling alcohol. So, I mean, she's just saying all this, but I'm just like, yo, are you going to hold your son accountable, son? Like, your son is a grown-ass man. He should know not to be out here drinking and driving. He should know that. You're going to blame that on the father? Like I said, I'm not sure. Maybe he came from the dad's house, and if I was the father, I would have told him, like, listen, son, we are caked up with money, right? We have a lot of money. Let's get an Uber, you know, sober up. Maybe the next day you can come pick your car up. You feel me? That's what I'm doing, right? But I'm pretty sure that this guy P. Diddy was probably swimming with concubines. There's a whole lot of hoes. Probably not even thinking straight. Either that or penises. You know, I'm still not completely sure if P. Diddy's not gay. I just don't know. I have no idea at all. Like, he tries to hide it, but it's constant people just keep coming out saying that he's gay, and I'm just like, maybe they just hate on him. But why is it him? Why he's the one that's always gay? Like, I don't get it, right? I'm not sure, right? And she also came out saying that there's a reality show on Hulu that he's having, right? Pretty much showing his life with his 7 kids, right? Funny thing about it, right? I was actually talking with my wife, and she was telling me about the story, right? About the whole P. Diddy situation. She was like, yeah, the mom needs to hold the kid accountable, right? She got to hold her son accountable. Right? Well, I was right there agreeing. But she was like, but P. Diddy, right? He can't be out here drinking with his dad. with his son, right? You say, if you're going to drink with your son, just drink 1 beer. Women, right? Women. Right? Come on, let's be real, right? If I'm out here with my son, let's get shit-faced. Let's have fun, man. My dad, he's P. Diddy. My dad is P. Diddy's 50-something years old, early 50s, right? Smashing joints that's like around his age or younger. You feel me? I'm going to have a ball with my father. If you're talking about, son, we're drinking, we're taking shots. You know, I'm going to sit down, drink a beer. Son, my daddy's Diddy, son. I'm not just, what do you want me to drink? A Budweiser? A Bud Light? You know what I'm saying? And the reason I said Bud Light is because, you know, the whole gay stuff with Bud Light, you feel me? Yeah, that was a little jump right there. That was a little slight jab. I'm not sure if you guys were able to pick that up, right? That's some 5D chess joke right there that I just hit because Bud Light is gay and stuff, yeah. Yeah, so she was pretty much saying that this guy was a bad father, man. He's just a bad influence for the kids and everything. Saying that, listen, I'm just here to protect my son and the children, right? I think she really cares more about her son. She probably don't really care about the other kids, to keep it a band with you. Where is this coming from? Because your son drank and drive? It was a misdemeanor DUI, right? It'd be one thing if he was drinking and driving and he started hitting a whole bunch of people, and then, you know what I'm saying, he was like, hey, listen, it's bad boys for life. You feel me? I don't know. Maybe would that be the reason? I mean, I think that'd be a good reason, but I guess she's looking at it as like, what if he could have done that, right? It's true. That is true as well. I don't know. I just want to ask her where she been at and where's her other kids. Does she have any other kids? If she doesn't, I'd be like, why don't you have another man? You were a Diddy like God knows how long ago. Where's your other man? Sounds like no other man wants to be with you. Unless she got a man. Maybe she got another man. I don't know. I'd find ways to jab women. You know, I just do it. I'm just a bad guy. I swear I'm just a bad guy, right? But hey, we're going to see what happens, man. I mean, let's be honest. Justin Combs, man, rich dad, he'll be fine. And who knows? What if it wasn't even that serious? Because they never released exactly what he blew, right? I don't know if they even blew anything. So we don't know his alcohol level whatsoever. It could even just be a cop that's just like, this is Justin Combs. I don't care if his joint is below the limit or not. I'm still arresting him because screw him for his parents being rich. He thinks he runs this place. I'm going to show him. It could possibly be that. It could be that. It honestly could be that. I wouldn't hold it past a cop. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't hold it past. You feel me? Who knows? But hey, it is what it is. Who cares, right? They're rich. They're rich, right? Hey, but that's all I got to say on this, man. If you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way, always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like because I'm so damn insecure. Those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, gotta buy the merch. Mofo, man, offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. That's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.